Hello people, it's me, Lipluini. I'm here with my Let's Play of Dominion 6. By now you know the drill. Gemmed holograms, god of TNN tries to conquer the world by the power of glamour, by which I mean music. My singing elves are in the game again, and we are now in the early summer in the year 4 of the Ascension Wars. On a Discord things are blowing up. Seems that one of our players has found the Holy Grail, which is the map generator's placement of thrones, and is beating up someone else who tried to hold said grail. So now it's Vanheim beating up Riley to get all the thrones and winning the game long before we can do anything interesting. Of course, problems are Muspelheim, the largest evil empire of the world, seems to have no common borders with Vanheim and has to plow right through another player who of course does not want to lose either. We could attack Vanheim, but our, let's cautiously call him friend for now, Calum, can't really. The only way would be if I somehow keep the I'll show you the map later. Let's go through our messages first. We are boosting through some of our research to finally get closer to our first global. Then End of the Rainbow was cast, but no new glamour site. And we got a Fey Prince. Another crippled unit died on a march, and the great big battle, we stormed the fortress of Mekone, and we won, naturally. Our mages didn't get a single scratch, but also didn't do much. Our armors and slingers all got killed to death fairly badly. There are now almost 0 left, and half the slingers are gone. We lost some she-warriors, but far worse is that about half of our Tuathas died too. Oh, that's a lot of losses. But on the other hand, we managed to kill 2, 3, 14, 20 mages and a titan. And one of the other mages was an elder cyclops. I'm guessing that's something that Mekone can also do. I'm not exactly a Mekone specialist. They even managed to summon some clockwork soldiers. Mindless, magic things, them with average stats, not many hit points, and they have the troublesome thing that if there are no mages left, they just stop walking. And while they can walk underwater, they're bad amphibians, which means they get a lot of penalties. Don't do this if you don't have tons and tons of them. They have of course total dark vision, since they are just machines. And they have exhaustions, because they are clockwork soldiers. So of course this means they are not very useful, since with this, they can basically move 10 turns and that's it. Yeah, they are not very useful. They're a funny idea, but holy shit, by gaining exhaustion 10 per turn, they are reaching their fatigue number 100 fairly fast, I think. Then the Fire Drake, the MVP of this battle. Just look at this tiny thing. It's not even controllable, it's undisciplined, it does in battle whatever it wants. But it has 2 attacks, and one of those is an area of effect weapons, a narrow beam. And since we are all standing really close together in our battle formations, I guess the Fire Drake managed to kill a lot of units before being brought down. The A-Force did also some minor damage in the Basileus. The Titan, well, I guess he wasn't really forethinking much here. 1 kill and then death. The rest is basically just a hodgepodge of random units the AI had, plus the province defense, which I'm guessing means in this case the fortress defense. And yeah, the disc guys throwing their giant disc right in the big fat masses of our enemies killed a lot of units. I'm guessing a lot of them illusionists. illusion guys, but let's take a look. And since this will get messy, let's show the grid and team colors and a little bit more details, please. Don't need to see every single row. Yeah, our slingers can reach them, but yeah, the disc throwers also have a gigantic range. Twilight is now active, and our main army starts going forward. Well, the good thing is those units do oh, whoops! Can I look at them? This Combumbulus is with their bronze discs, so 27 damage. That's wow, and almost as much range as a normal bow. Ammunition 4. So I say I have limited ammunition. So it's probably for the best that they're as they massacred our archers a bit there. And of course the mages now are also attacking. The giants are taking it. Now the other units, including the mages, I'm guessing they were scripted too much forward and cast spells to avoid a nasty problem mages sometimes have where they're... Oh, there is the... Yeah, 2, yep, that's... And a adept researcher. The Elder Cyclops is neat and wasn't meant for frontline combat, but I guess since we're storming the capital, that's a bit too late. The Titan of Forfort. Tons and tons of equipment. Well, of course the Dwarven Hammer is meant to help with forging. Skull Mentor is a research item, plus 14, but fairly expensive at 10 death gems. So not as efficient than ours. The Old Quill is a really cheap magic item that needs air instead of glamour, but also gives only plus 6 instead of plus 9. And is of course not a Dreamstone, which is like 3 strikes against it. And Adept Researcher, so I'm guessing the player took this one to do fast forward through magic research. Too bad he then didn't do much with his mages. And yeah, because of some wonky scripting, all those mages just walked right into us. So we don't even have to walk to them. Huh. Are our mages not doing anything? Is that real? Yeah, now our friend is on fire here. And I'm a bit confused by that I'm not seeing any... Misfit cast Sparkskin? Which one of us is that guy? The problem is, of course, our profit looks exactly like everyone else here. The last misfit. Barkskin. My friend, you have glamour free. Why am I not using your real magic? Oh, this game sometimes hurts me so much. Yeah, some of the mages were scripted to remain behind and cast spells. Just those weren't. Or it could also be they weren't scripted at all and the AI just decided to walk them in. Yeah, it's still going strongly. The Elder Cyclops is also still in. Battle Fright. It would be funny if he tries running away in his final battle. Oh ho. They're still throwing and Mage's still attacking. No wonder we are taking so many losses since our own mages are doing jack shit, seemingly. There are some illusions here, so at least this spell was cast at one point. Yeah, the Titan is but why are our mages not doing anything? Have they cast themselves to sleep? No, their fatigue is not that bad. Is this just one of these cases where the Dominion's programming breaks down? They have some fatigue, yes, but not that much. They should have been able to cast half a dozen spells by now. I'm putting something here on more details. Cormac, I think that's one of ours. But why are they casting the shittiest spells imaginable? Are those enemies left just not dangerous enough to trigger their better spells? Yeah, of course, we are taking a beating here and our mages are casting luck and barkskin. That's Dominions.text right there. While I was looking at what our mages were doing, the Titan just unceremoniously died, apparently. Now, whoops, nope, sorry, Basileus, you had to die. Now our surviving units are finally killing the rest. And some of our units are losing their moral checks and running away. Well, fuck you, eh? You could have ended this battle in seconds if you had just casted some more ephemeral blasts. Dominion's AI. It hurts even an active human player. Well, let's speed things up, since all the main enemy combatants are dead. Of course, now that the battle is won, some of our units run away. Oh, wait. We lost? Oh, I get it. It's one of those cases where the video doesn't match the battle. Well, that's silly. So we lost this battle. But in actuality, we won and captured the fortress. I'm getting painful headaches here, guys. So our She-Lords did nothing and managed to almost snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And why? I'm guessing because the enemy didn't have enough normal units. So the AI decided it didn't need any of my more fancier spells. And of course all the normal units had to kill themselves here for the amusement of our she-overlords. Well, we got it. We took 10 times as many losses as we could have, thanks to our shitheads leading us. But, well, I guess battle over. So, I guess one of my shitheads can stay here. But the Skull Mentor goes to an actual research mage. We have some money left over, thanks to having the capital now. But also there is still a lot of unrest after all this battling and fighting and killing. Let's see, Oscar and you guy. What troops do you still command? Oscar has nothing left. This guy also not. Yeah, that's painful. Sometimes I wish the battle engine would be less wonky in this game. Uh, well, well, now we have another problem because this army is mostly spent. I guess I can move some of the sacreds around. Hey, I guess you can still guard this guy, I guess. Uh, yeah, you take a refresher here. Hopefully this will still work. You get 4 in case there is still some battling to do. And fuck it, that's all everyone else. We still have some kind of rump army. A lot weaker than I'd like to. There's really no reason to not keep them a bit closer together. Oop. Yeah, our lines are a bit dinged here. No reason to have them all out in the open like this. But yeah, that's the weakness of the anti-gem spending system of the game. Sometimes you get really strange occurrences like this one. Well, let's destroy the enemy temple here with our leftover army. There was no counter-attack this turn since they are sleeping. So our reserve army scripted up and fed with tiny tasty gems. And then they should be strong enough to take Blue Coast now. Ay, that's painful. Here, our last mage has arrived. They're building and preaching here to get foreign dominion out. Especially since it's not summer and barely warm enough to get something that's not just... Wait a minute. Oh! Ah, I didn't look closely enough. This is our Unseelie Prince, not just some random she-lord. That's because you can see this because he has Glamour 2, like our she-lords, but then here is Death instead of Nature or something else. Same superpowers, poison resistance, cold resistant, and extremely high leadership of everything. Magic beings not so much, but he's basically a Re, just a Re you pay for with gems, and he has additional magic stuff to do, like he can slowly negate afflictions with recuperation, he can move through snow, he even has a chill aura, so it's not really healthy for people vulnerable against ice to stand around for too long. Better armor, better weapons. It's basically like a Re on steroids, and it costs us 30 gems. I'm guessing we don't need more of this guy. So next up, let's see what the Fey Footfolk has to say. Well, that's a plus. 5 plus on a level 4 Glamour Mage should mean I get 7. Let's test this. 7 for 12 gems. Let's make a little fairy army here in the Dead Forest. Yeah, we are up to 10 Glamour gems per turn. Any recruitment? Oh, wait. I keep forgetting I can do this. Kredra is still research maging up. TNN doesn't actually use money right now. Can we add? We don't have enough resources. And the slingers... Yeah, that's not enough. Oop, wrong direction. That forest is recruiting a small minimum of people. Yeah, it looks like we have to wait at least a turn before the additional income can help us out a bit. And now let's upgrade our defenses. So 10 for unrest reduction, then 16 for some patrol strength. So you see, patrol strength starts appearing at 15, but since 16 gives you 2 already, I like 16. After that it gets expensive fast, especially since we have elf units, not strong giants here. So since we are not yet at war with Muspelheim, let's go to 16. Besides, I feel like having more elves and defense just feeds Muspelheim more experience points. So our campaign to eradicate Mekone is almost at an end. Our last goal here is to get Lomark and then build another fortress there so we can start summoning shit. Would be nice, otherwise I would have to take the Royal Forest instead, and that's a bit bunching up going on here, since then the fortresses would eat up their own resources here, draining the same provinces. Technically speaking, this is already happening since that forest is too close to Mekone, but I guess holding a strategical choke point here defeated min-maxing your resource income. And here is Varnheim, the problem, since Varnheim is eating up thrones in this sector here. Muspelheim could, as it is big and strong, do something about this, but there is this giant black sphere here, and I don't think Varnheim is that big. There is, if I interpret the Discord all right, another player in between, and of course Riley, who tried to get those thrones but couldn't hold them, and is getting thrown back into the ocean like the fish they are. On our side we have Kerlom bordering Varnheim, like us, but as you can see from the geographic, it's a bit hard to convince someone to help if they don't get anything. And if Kerlom attacks here, then our units from the north and theirs from the south would eventually meet up here, and then we have a problem. Technically speaking, we could... Yeah, no, this province is an even greater problem, because it's a choke point. So, only one of us can get this, and if the weaker player gets this, and I'm calling Kerlom this, then Varnheim will probably beat up Kerlom, and then... what? Then we have to go in and save them, but they won't get much except those 2 provinces, I'm guessing. And that's really... just say, it would be painful if later then someone takes one of the provinces connecting whatever we take here from there. On the other hand, Varnheim is fairly close to us, so regardless of what Kerlom is doing, they have terrifyingly bad luck. They're bordering Muspelheim, and Muspelheim is strong enough they probably would at least need a team up with us to make headway. And Muspelheim has not many thrones. There are shortcuts. Oh fuck, we have 2 Dreamstones already? We have 2... did I miscount earlier? Man, I'm bad at math. Yeah, that's the people still in the game. And yeah, to confirm, Kerlom is in the game and at war with who? I'm guessing it's because he took provinces from Mekone as an opportunistic little swipe, so the game now thinks he's at war with Mekone despite not having a border anymore. Mahaka is... yes, Mahaka is apparently the player in between Muspelheim and Varnheim. Then we have Muspelheim here and Riley. So apart from the defeated and dying Arco, the player now has given up completely, and dying Mekone, there are only us and some defeated nations. And I'm always wondering why it's so hard for me. Yes, here, the throne room. 12 points are necessary, And while Riley has just lost a lot of thrones and Varnheim will gain them soon, there is not much we can do, since the thrones are all on our other side of the continent from us. So Rib, I'm guessing it's unavoidable at this point that this will end in an elf on elf match, so we won't get to see fire giants burning us all to Rice Krispies. So my plan for now is to go on Discord over the next few turns and try to talk with Muspelheim about things. And maybe find a way to defeat Varnheim. Would be nice if Callum could help, but for this to work they only border us and Muspelheim and Varnheim. And Varnheim is so squeezed in that while Muspelheim is strong enough, they could probably blast through this invisible player here in this black void. Callum can't really. We have just enough border to invade, but then things get awkward. I guess the only thing we could do is, I mean, I would like to give them those two provinces, Grey Barrier and the Weald. Problem is, of course, then everything is kind of squeezed in at this point. I mean, it's not that important, because if we can get all those thrones in this part of the world, then we win anyway, and then what our borders are is irrelevant. There's of course the thing where player of Kalo might get frustrated with no ability to affect the outcome of the game and goes AI. That's also a possibility, at which point we could turn around and snatch up his provinces while his scripted armies disintegrate into shitty AI planning. But that's all future music. Right now we have to hope that the other players fighting Varnheim are smart enough to see how things are going and invade right now. Which of course all depends on Mahaka here. I'm guessing they don't want to give up too. And other things have happened, like players giving up territory so other armies can march through. And there's of course Riley still fighting. But since their most devastating units are mind control fish who can't go on land, that might be how to say it, not possible. And now I have to blind scout here because we're at the end of the ocean now. And there are only land connections here. We want to try to see if we can move this darkness a bit away. Okay, if we can at least see the geography below. On the military front, we are cleaning up here. I have no idea what I now have to do with the Kappa, since there is for now nothing. Well, everything I could reach is stuff I would have to either fight Callum or Muspelheim, but it's kind of pointless since you can win by getting thrones. And if you don't ever get thrones, then, well, your strength is kind of useless. He is slowly upgrading this throne's defenses here. Yeah, it seems we have to gather a new big army, maybe more than one, and possibly start aggressively using magic to get here. Of course, we also don't want to get attacked by tiny stuff from Macon, so we have to bring this to a close here. Oh, before I'm forgetting. So, my friend, you get a Dreamstone. And apparently I missed you last time, so you get a Dreamstone too. And now we still have some research thing, and luckily the one thing nice about the Commenter is it's for everyone. So now this guy has massive research powers. Forging, yep, one is still forging. Recruitment is still ongoing, so we're boosting our research still. Here is still our horse recruitment going on. Our shuttle is here, and we have already half the way to another army. Another super mage will be soon available here. And yeah, apparently I didn't look too closely at what was going on here. So you get your own personal guard. And soon this army can march southward. So, I still have some money left over. Tragically, I don't really think I need that much shit to recruit right now. I've put Mekona's defenses up. Well, now that that forest is secured, I can also upgrade this defense here. I forget something? Ah yes, we have still some provinces at 5. And it's also 0 unrest reduction. It could of course be that here is something hiding that causes unrest. But I'll take cheap third-rate units to patrol unrest away if it doesn't go down fast enough. So there are still some provinces with not much defense. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all those frontline provinces. Well, I'll leave them out there just in case there is a sudden counterattack by what is left. But since there are now not many enemy units left that could do anything to me, I can also speed things up with a third army. Also, my kappas are really bad at fighting on the land, but it would speed things up tremendously if I could just... Yeah, okay, that's of course an interesting conundrum since the human player isn't there anymore and Muspelheim is still busy doing other shit. I guess... Yeah, that's of course an interesting strategic problem. This fairly large force of giants is probably here to deal with Arco. And if they just make a beeline for La Pinta, they could actually throw our reserve army off if we try getting there. So it depends a lot of what Muspelheim wants to do now. There are, after all, 2 sieges going on we can't really look at because our scouts are in the wrong position. He could of course just hope that... Yeah, that's the problem. If he takes one of those provinces, then we have to talk with him immediately before because we can't just sit ourselves off La Pinta and then get demolished. At this point it would hurt us both. Me because I'm losing an army, and him because Vadheim will be left unmolested for multiple more turns. And let's hope the player of Muspelheim is reasonable enough to see that there is really no way of winning the game if Vanheim catches all the thrones while we are here fighting. Here in the south, things are looking a lot better since there seems to be no additional Muspelheim force on the way. So since we want to build a fortress at Lomark anyway, we can just, I guess, give them the rest of Arco, Rumstate. But again, to see what is actually going on, we need to wait a turn to see where this army here is going. And let's move the scout here so I can see what exactly is already here. So I guess that's it for now. Last step, we're looking at research. We are now up to 435 again, despite all my attempts to send our mages off to die in battle. And we are now racing through enchantment. We are up to level 4 next time again, then Taumaturgy 4 the turn after that. Yeah, we are rushing now, we are rushing. Our first research goal comes closer and closer. So I'm guessing I can still run down of our units standing still. Yeah, here is not much going on. I guess I can move the scout to see if I can remove more blackness here. That's Callum. You can stay here. You have to stay. Yeah, I would like for you to remove some more black void here. I have no idea where did I put... Oh, yes, of course. To collect some more units that were forgotten here. And since there are new horses coming soon, I'm bringing him to Quedra to collect this. And I'm guessing if peace with Muspelheim is an option, Quedra and Dead Forest will soon be the points where I'm amassing units. Dead Forest to summon and Quedra for Kuna Eral. Quedra, yeah, I keep forgetting I have one, so Quedra isn't the border anymore. Nope, it's far, far away. Just have to take into account that everything that's not an elf or a fairy is visible to Varnheim. So I probably try to concentrate all non-elf units in one of those fortresses. So it looks to Varnheim spies like this is the main attack. So I have a second army that can, at least as long as it doesn't touch enemy ground, move unseen around. That would be useful. But anyway, that's it now. Let's end the turn. Hello people, it's me, Libluini, with my Let's Play of Dominion 6. And we have gone a long way. This is, I think, turn 52 already. And now the curse of the multiplayer game has struck because Varnheim has made its play and won the game. Yep, we don't even get to do anything interesting because that absolute asshole has just claimed all the thrones he needs all at once, ending everything without anyone else getting the chance to counter him. I guess this is a defeat by a map generator, since he got all those thrones basically gifted after he got spawned a bit too close to them. In other news, yeah, we were continuing our research. He got all the thrones. Nothing new on our front. We got the provinces we were attacking. Even destroyed some thrones where we are at it. Blue Coast. Oh, we actually took some losses. Yeah, that's 130? Holy shit, yeah. We demolished a lot of money there. Famine. Lawborough again. Dead Forest. Death +3. Now, servants, doubles, and both and arts both dark and dangerous. The vengeful dead have been stirred. That's funny. We have only the one death mage, and immediately it's he's cursing the entire province with his presence. Then worldwide events. The comet has struck Elderhill. The impact could be seen from the other side of the world, which is... I don't think it's possible. I think they mean like dust clouds or something. Luckily it hit in a remote area, and even though half the province was devastated, most of the population survived. Magic site found in Elderhill. Yeah, we don't have Elderhill, I think. Then a dormant decree of the Pantocrator was activated when his throne was disturbed. The decree has brought chaos to the world. People are sacrificed, terrified, and faith in the pretender god has decreased. Which is kind of funny because, yeah, we do have a new Pantocrator, a new mega god. Then we lost our scout. It's typical, really. The guy is always patrolling some faraway province for some reason. It's like he is definitely afraid of scouts. And then Jab 2024, Lord of Mists, Lord of Blood. The mighty one of words of power, prince of the foothills, great ruler of Valheim, has led its people to victory. In all the temples of this world, hymns are sung to Jeb 2024. Glory, offerings made to the great god of all. This world is now at peace. One being ruled supreme and has banished the false pretenders to places of darkness and eternal suffering. So I guess this is a world now without music, because of course our pretenders also been banished. But at least we get to see the entire map now. As you can see, Muspelheim is fairly big and and it looks like a big fat sea. Then on the other side of Muspelheim we had the tiny rest of Machaka, Riley, and even some rest provinces of Abysia. It's total chaos here. And then Valheim. Valheim indeed managed to nearly take over half this giant lump of continent. Let's see. Yep, a throne. The Abyssian throne was even totally unneeded. Another throne, alone free in this area. The fourth one, and I guess the rest is underwater. Yes, that's much smart. If an underwater nation can't keep elves out of the water. I think that's already enough, since only 12 points were needed, and most of the thrones are level 2 thrones. Yeah, that was an astonishingly fast game. Of course, if you have that many level 2 thrones, only 12 points are needed, and most of the thrones are in one ungainly lump, easily accessible by a small group of players, while the rest gets absolutely fucking nothing. I mean, we have here, here, the Kelon throne, right next to it the Valheim throne, and then there is fucking nothing in this giant part of the world. Just nothing. There's no wonder that we lost. At least we got to nearly get to Lomar. Huh. Yeah, sadly all our units and commanders have gone home. Our pretender god is now imprisoned forever. And that's it for this game, sadly. Oh yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed this little look into Dominion 6. And take this as a warning: if you go into multiplayer, things go fast, because some players are actually better than God, as you just witnessed. So that's it then. Game over for everyone. Liploidi out.